Hey guys, so we're just taking a look at my 1996 Charizard Bandai Vending Machine Charizard that PSA didn't authenticate because there is reason to believe that it's a fake. So I bought this from a Pokemon vending machine, not obviously from the original card-ass vending machines. It wasn't from that, so it was from like a normal, like a retro, like new vending machine kind of thing that had lots of different Pokemon products. So I got it in there. They didn't authenticate it due to suspicions that it is a fake. So I've just had a look online at other examples, and I think I might have worked out a few areas of this card that is definitely shady and gives them lots of like evidence to believe that it is fake, with good reason. So, and I'll show you guys now in here, and then I'll do a little clip on the screen as well when I can. So on the original card, the shading on the Charizard is a lot darker than this. So there's a lot of shading on the belly. The wings, the edge of the wings on the green wings is a lot darker near the actual, near Charizard's like bone or the outside of the wing. So there's actually a really dark shaded line. It's kind of on here, but not really. On the ones that I've just had a look at, it does look a lot darker around there and around this side, around both. Charizard's colors look a lot darker as well. I'm just trying to get good light on there for you guys. The coloration on the Charizard, so on the legs, the belly, the neck, does look different on graded versions. It also looks different down here. So the red coloration where it says Monsters Collection on legitimate versions looks a lot darker, a lot more like punchy. I couldn't really tell the difference between the writing here and the ones online. It looked very similar. The Pocket Monster number 6 looked exactly the same. The writing on the, so there, if you can't really see it, there is writing on here. And I looked at a few different versions, or sorry, I've only looked at one so far, and the writing on theirs didn't line up with where this is. I'm not sure if that's because of like where it got cut or not. So on this one at the top, it says approximately 150 kinds were discovered amongst the... Now that sentence is kind of cut off on the one that I saw, on the PSA 10 that I saw. And the reason, like, they've got to be so careful with these because these cards are worth so much money if they come back good grades. Like $10,000+ for a 10 kind of thing. I don't know the exact price, we'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, so I don't know if the writing is different because of like where it got cut at the top and then it changes. But I've noticed some areas the writing's like spot on and match for match, and then other sentences it's different. It's either a bit to the left, a bit to the right. There's words down the bottom that are way off on the ones that I've seen graded. I'm not even worrying about looking at the back. It's all about the front for me. We can look at the back, but yeah. So Devo that it's most likely a fake, because that would have been really, really cool. And you know, these are stickers as well. Very, if you didn't know. So these are the first cards that came out, that Bandai, the toy company, made. These were the first ones, guys. Like the first Pokemon cards. Like these were well before the English base set that we got, and they were before the Japanese base set. So these are the first big dogs. It's a really cool set. If you've got some amazing, peeking that this is most likely a fake. All right, we'll just have a look online now and talk about some comparisons on there. And if you do know anything about these guys, I'm not an expert with these. Please yell out, drop a comment, tell us your thoughts on what you think and what you can see. Could be different to what I see. All right, guys, here we go. So this one here, is my zoomed in? 7, we'll look at the 10. So the Pocket Monster sign, 006, I mean, I don't know, it kind of looks the same. Someone could say, nah, that's different, like there's shading over the 0, but is there shading over all of them? That one, you can't even bloody see it. Now, if you guys can see the wings here, the wings on this Charizard are really dark in this section and this section, and it gets darker around there. The only bit of light blue is here and through there. Now on my version, it does have the light blue there, and it is darker around here and here, but it's not as dark as this. It's a little bit lighter, like it's not as shaded. Same on the coloration of the Charizard. The coloration on this Charizard is really, really orange. And even, you might even say there's a, bits of red through there, but it's really dark orange. On mine, you can see where the shading or the darker shade is meant to be, but it's just not as dark. Now, is that because it is a fake? Probably. Is it because they're not all like that? I don't know. So there's, like, look at this part here, really dark. Mine, you can see that it is darker, but it's not as dark as that, in my opinion. It's just a bit lighter. The fire, yeah, I can't really tell. The fire on mine looks, in place and the same. This section here looks very red, and you can clearly see Monsters Collection. Now, I don't know if that's the way that the photo's been taken or not, but on mine it's harder to see the Monsters Collection. It's not as visible. You got to squint a little bit to see it, but on there, that's really clear, Also, there's like shading over the writing here on that version. Now, this is the green version. Yeah, and there's a bit of shading on this one. Mine just doesn't have that shading. Oh, and yes, so there's green versions and red versions, guys, because obviously red and green version were in Japan were the first, kind of games, were the first sets to come out, and they brought these cards out as the first Pokemon cards, red and green. And yeah, I said earlier, they are stickers. So they are actually stickers. You can peel them off. Now the writing, approximately, you can't see approximately there. On mine, you can really see it. Okay. Some of the other words like Pocket Monsters is in line on mine, and the sentence matches, but other sentences don't match up. The bottom down here says it, no one. On mine, it doesn't say that. It says something else. And then over here, just like her. And then mine says something different. So the writing for mine is definitely off. The shading and coloration is definitely different. Let's have a look at the back. So I haven't looked at the back of mine yet. So yeah. Yeah, see, mine looks, the back of my card just looks really, really crisp. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's very crisp. It's different. Yeah, it's different font. That font is definitely different to the back of mine. Like there's number 6. Same with the writing up here, Nintendo 1995. Like it still says it on here and looks, you know, on first glance, looks fine. But you can definitely tell that it's different compared to what's on there. This writing looks different to mine. The font looks different. Oh, okay, here we go. Now this is a big indicator, I think. Mine has the 2 circles. It has green version this side. Yep. That green is a different color to my green. And it says red version on mine, but the circle isn't red. My circle is the same color as that one. It's like a blue. It's like a bluey green on both. Mine does not have red there. Weird. Mine has everything that this has, but it looks different. Okay? And I can tell that. The data looks different. They've really tried to get the right font for this stuff, for this sticker. But yeah, you can tell that it's different. Yeah, so the legitimate ones are meant to have red and green. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Yeah, so it's definitely fake. That's the same one as before. Yeah, peaking. Yeah, see? Yeah, you can definitely... Let's have a look at this one. Yep. Even the image... Oh, sorry. It's very late. Even the image, like the Charizard image, mine just looks very crisp. Really crisp. Same with the... Like, all the ink on the back and the colors are really, really standing out. Whereas this one is faded. And it's a 9, but it's faded. And obviously different stuff here. So, yeah. Definitely a fake. Absolutely peaking. Can't believe that. So pop reports for this card, guys. Here it is here. It's the Charizard Prism. So there's 104 10s in the world. That's it. 1,486 have been graded. You got 104 10s, 454 9s, 355 8s, 273, and you get it, okay? And that is why they have to be very cautious. Like that's a pretty low pop. There's only 104 in the whole world that have been graded a 10. All right, and there's, you know, almost 1,500 of them out there in the world. So that's pretty low pop. 23,000 of the entire set have been graded. So yeah, really cool. Absolutely peaking, guys. Oh, I really hoped that this was going to be authentic and legitimate when I saw it. I was like, ooh, my eyes lit up. Because I knew, I didn't know the the exact price, but I knew that it was a 1995 or 1996 Bandai Charizard, the first card that from the set that they made. So definitely has significance in the hobby. Yeah, absolutely peaking. All right, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. You know, do I contact the vending machine that I got it from? Did they know it was fake? Did they put it in there and know that it was fake or not? I don't know. I'm not going to try and get my money back or anything. That's gone, wasted. Getting it graded, sending it off, wasted. You're not getting that money back, so absolutely peaking. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, if you've got any information on these cards, yeah, let me know, because I'd love to learn a little bit about them. I'm about to watch this guy's video. I've watched a little bit of it already. I'm going to finish watching it. he explains it really well. So sleeve, no card behind. Go and have a sus, guys, if you're not sure or not very familiar with the Cardass and Bandai cards. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Starman out. Peace.